I don't care about the S26 Ultra, but I truly want Samsung to make the S26 Plus better. If Samsung is determined to attach an S Pen to the Ultra, it should offer the Plus a battery bump. It appears that Samsung has finally settled on the Galaxy S26 lineup. Initial rumors suggesting that the Plus model would be eliminated in favor of a new super slim Edge phone turned out to be unfounded. Perhaps Samsung changed its mind at the last minute after observing the strong sales of the Edge. Regardless, the Galaxy S26 Plus is indeed on the way, and leaks have revealed its features in great detail. However, it seems that the S26 Ultra is the model garnering the most attention. But honestly, the S26 Ultra doesn't pique my interest. Each year, I find myself disappointed by the Ultra model, as it fails to introduce new features rapidly enough and clings to the S Pen, which I never utilize. Meanwhile, the S26 Plus occupies an uncomfortable middle ground, so close to being a true flagship, yet continually lacking one or two crucial enhancements. This year, that must change. I need Samsung to get the Galaxy S26 Plus right this time. The anti-reflective screen should be included in the S26 Plus. You likely know that Samsung leads the world in display technology, providing panels for many of the top flagships. Yet, it has reserved one significant advancement for itself and specifically for the Ultra model. I am referring to the impressive anti-reflective coating, which is exclusively available on the Ultra models. The S24 Ultra was the first to feature it. Now that phones have achieved sufficient peak brightness, it is time to discuss visibility and the substantial impact reflections have on it. While Samsung is undoubtedly aware of this, it continues to withhold this feature from the S26 Plus. The underlying logic appears to be that this unique feature entices customers towards the pricier Ultra model, but the S26 Plus is not exactly a budget option. It is still a $1,000 flagship. Incorporating this single upgrade could genuinely attract iPhone and Pixel users to Galaxy phones. It would certainly have me considering it. Next, let's discuss the need for a proper telephoto camera. I have one more concern regarding the excessive specifications of the Ultra series. The Ultra's two zoom cameras look impressive on paper, yet in practice, I believe they are somewhat excessive. Yes, it's nice to boast about having the best zoom camera, but let's be realistic. Many users would be content with just one telephoto camera featuring sensor cropping. Take note of the latest super camera phones from China. They have reached a nearly unanimous conclusion that a 3x to 4x telephoto camera with a large sensor can deliver 90% of what a dual camera setup provides. The S26 Plus currently boasts a single 3x camera, but Samsung has not upgraded the sensor in years. It remains a small one that struggles with low light performance. We urgently need an enhancement in this area. Retain the 3x lens but improve the sensor. Introducing the option for telephoto macro photography could also be advantageous. Simple upgrades like these would elevate the S26 Plus to a new level. A robust telephoto camera, rather than the redundancy of the Ultra's offerings, would be a more sensible approach. We desperately need an improvement here. Keep the 3x lens, but enhance the sensor. Maybe bring in the option for telephoto macro photos. A few simple upgrades like that would help to lift the S26 Plus to that next level. One solid telephoto camera instead of the Ultra's redundancy might make more sense after all. 1. It's time for a bigger battery. The S26 Ultra compromises battery space to house the S Pen, and you can see it in the spec sheet. If Samsung insists on keeping the stylus inside the Ultra, then great, but give the S26 Plus the monster battery instead. And no, let's not assume that some AI optimizations will do. We merely need a bigger, denser battery that will last no matter which exact way you use your phone. And sure, silicon-carbon technology seems like the answer here. 2. The Qi2 magnetic charging. The uptake of Qi2 technology has been frustratingly slow. However, with the Pixel 10 finally adopting this new standard, there is growing anticipation that Samsung will follow suit and incorporate it into the S26 series. The inclusion of magnets on the back of a phone, which ensures proper alignment with a wireless charger, is not merely a gimmick or fleeting trend, it has become a necessary convenience. This magnetic alignment makes wireless charging effective not only on a desk, but also while on the move, such as in a car. Additionally, it would help address the disappointingly slow wireless charging speeds currently seen in Samsung devices. At present, Samsung offers wireless charging speeds of 10 watts to 15 watts, while most competitors have already embraced at least 25 watts. With robust magnetic alignment, Samsung could easily achieve those higher charging rates. 3. A better selfie camera. Okay, let's please stop pretending that it's somehow improper or humiliating to utilize your front camera to snap images. A huge amount of social media is built completely around the selfie camera, so it's kind of wild how many flagship phones still treat the selfie camera as an afterthought. You use it for more than just social media though. Working from home? You presumably use it for video calls. Want a quick snap at the store? You use the front camera. Group of friends and nobody around. You need the front camera. Yet Samsung has persistently remained with a selfie camera that is simply too narrow to comfortably fit a broader frame or group of people. And the iPhone 17 just revealed how more innovation is possible in that area, with things like a square sensor that allows you to rotate your selfies without rotating your phone. Samsung needs to catch up. 4. And sure, give me a separate camera button. I know how this would be a contentious one, but I think it ludicrous that most people use the camera numerous times each day without a dedicated button. Yet something as niche as a stylus has a designated area in the S25 Ultra. I think that every phone that claims to be a camera phone should have a camera button. After using iPhones in the past couple of years, going for the camera button has become second nature for me to record those unplanned moments. I miss not having that on most Android phones. Listen, I'm not suggesting we need Apple's camera button, but we do need a button. Not a touch-sensitive one. That tends to do more wrong than good, but a button that you can program your own way is a nice thing. And for the camera enthusiasts, it's merely a speedier way to take images, making the process feel a bit more thoughtful rather than just tapping the screen. 4. The S26 Ultra may be lighter, but not by much. The Samsung Galaxy S26 series is slated to launch early next year, with many leaks providing early insights into what we might expect in the hardware sector. Recent leaks have indicated wireless charging advancements on the Ultra variant, while we've also learned about a likely pricing-related modification for the entry-level model. One more leak has landed this weekend, with prolific leaker Iced Universal giving details on the weight of all three S26 versions. According to the leaker on X, the top-of-the-line S26 Ultra will weigh 214 grams, a small reduction from the S25 Ultra's 218-gram frame. However, this is where the good news ends for the S26 series in terms of their overall weight. 5. The S26 and S26 Plus will be thicker though. The S26 series is slated to launch early next year, with many leaks providing early insights into what we might expect in the hardware sector. Recent leaks have indicated wireless charging advancements on the Ultra variant, while we've also learned about a likely pricing-related modification for the entry-level model. 6. The S26 and S26 Plus will be thicker, albeit. Ice Universe believes the Galaxy S26 will be 2 grams heavier than the Galaxy S25, which has a body weight of 162 grams. As for the S26 Plus, Ice Universe claims a body weight of 191 grams, a minuscule 1 gram rise in weight compared to the predecessor. The S26 being basically unaltered from the S25 shouldn't come as a surprise, particularly given previous reports that stated the company had to roll back on some of the promised advancements for the base model. Among the reasons for this choice was to prevent a price jump, especially in the aftermath of Apple unveiling the iPhone 17 with no price raise this year. We've also seen unofficial renders of both the S26 and the S26 Plus drop last week, teaching us a good bit about their design in the process. Separately, another leak gave critical details on the cameras of the entry-level and mid-tier Galaxy flagships. 7. Significantly lighter than the iPhone 17 Pro Max. The fact that Samsung could make the Galaxy S26 Ultra 4 grams lighter than the S25 Ultra is remarkable, especially on paper. However, we assume it would be impossible to notice the difference considering the tiny weight differential coming from the early 2025 flagship. If this revelation is real, the Galaxy S26 Ultra would widen the divide even further with the iPhone 17 Pro Max's thick 233 grams casing. It's worth mentioning that Samsung's Ultra smartphones have a tendency of weighing less than their predecessors. This year's S25 Ultra is 14 grams lighter than the S24 Ultra. By comparison, The S26 Ultra's purported 4 grams reduction in overall weight compared to the S25 Ultra shouldn't feel like a substantial reduction. All signs currently point to Samsung adopting a dual chipset approach for the S26 series, with the Ultra variant expected to feature Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, whereas the S26 and the S26 Plus are reportedly set to launch with the Exynos 2600 chip, at least in some markets. Unfortunately, the usage of Qualcomm's chipset, paired with other variables, could lead to the Galaxy S26 Ultra suffering a price jump when it reaches shelves in February 2026. So, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates.